I'm Dan Alexander, Rabbi Emeritus of Congregation Beth Israel. I'm a resident of Albemarle County. Although its concerns are, in my view, far outside the purview of City Council, since the ceasefire resolution is again on the agenda, I offer my view that the resolution is one-sided, misguided, and therefore ought to be rejected. I wish it were true that the immediate and sustained ceasefire called for by the resolution would end violence for Israelis and Palestinians, because I certainly hope and pray for an end to that violence. And with every person of decency, I'm deeply saddened by the suffering and killing of innocent Gazans, even as I was shaken to my core by the October 7th massacre executed by Hamas terrorists against innocent Israeli civilians, by the raping of women and men, by their maiming of the bodies of slaughtered victims, by their brazen abduction of hostages,
Please.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
including babies and the elderly, and by their joyfully posting videos of their barbaric deeds. Whereas I support the Biden administration's increased pressure on Israel to prioritize the humanitarian crisis facing Gazan non-combatants, I also take Hamas leaders at their word when they repeatedly promise to persist in carrying out the genocidal aims encoded in their founding charter, the aim of destroying Israel and murdering Jews. And if pursuing this aim means endangering the lives of Palestinians by embedding their military installations in, around, and under hospitals, schools, mosques, and residential neighborhoods, well, we have observed how little the leaders of Hamas really care about the Palestinian people whose lives they intentionally endanger and whose deaths they delight in weaponizing. Wittingly or unwittingly, those who promote resolutions like the one before Council today partake of an ideology which opposes the very existence of the one stable democracy in the Middle East, which also happens to be the only sovereign Jewish nation anywhere. By calling for an immediate and sustained ceasefire, and by opposing the American military aid Israel requires to defend itself against its enemies, including the Iranian proxies, Hamas and Hezbollah, those who support this resolution are in effect aiding and abetting Hamas. If permitted to reconstitute as the governing force in Gaza, Hamas would do nothing to enhance the welfare of the suffering Gazans and would instead perpetuate, not end, violence for both Israelis and Palestinians. And by the way, I respect all of you and would encourage everybody to accord you with the respect you all deserve.
Thank you.
And I will, whether you agree with me or not.
Thank you.